What's up, guys? Today we're going to show you how to change your DEF filter in your Peterbilt or Kenworth. It's not a hard job to do, save you a lot of money, so let's get into this thing. All right, guys, right here's your part number. It's a Cummins filter. They also have a Bosch filter that's a whole lot cheaper. If you guys want to check that out on Amazon, I think it's around 30 bucks. This one here is about 80 bucks. That part number is a 5303604. And right here is what it looks like. It's got like this little plug thing that goes on the bottom side. You can see the top side's open like a regular canister filter. So let's show you guys what to do. All right, the first thing you got to do is remove these 6 bolts right here and take your steps off. Chunk that out of the way because it's going to be all up in your way. And for this project, you're going to need to take your side skirt off here. And it's right behind your def tank. There's a plate right here, as you can see, that goes up under there to cover that up. It's not hard to get to, so let's get out of the truck and we'll show you guys what to do and how to do it. All right, guys, just for demonstration purposes, we jacked the truck up so it's a little easier for us to get underneath here and work on it, and that way I can show you some video, but you don't have to do that. But anyway, there's a close-up of what that plate looks like that you're gonna have to take off to access your filter that's located directly right here behind your def tank. So let me get on the truck, get position, and we'll get through this thing. All right, guys, we're underneath the truck, and this here is where the plate goes that I was just showing you. And right here is your DEF filter. It's a little plastic screw-on housing. If you've got a pack car or, well, Peterbilt or Kenworth, you're familiar with a little cap design like that. So that's what she looks like. So we're gonna show you guys what to do while Bill's gonna get on here and bust that thing out of there. And that way you guys can do this yourself. All right, guys, you're gonna need an 1 1/16 Sakata on your ratchet. Sorry for the creeper wheels making racket. We're doing all we can do for you. So when this thing drops down, you're gonna lose about a cup of DEF fluid. It ain't a big mess, but you do want to have some sort of catch pan so you don't make a mess on the floor. And there's your cap. And there comes the mess. I need a pick. All right, there comes the little butt plug thing. You'll see that when we gotta put the new one in. That's what it is, Bill. It's a butt plug. All right, so that thing just slides out of there. And there you can see what she looks like. She goes. Snapped in the inside there. Yep. Put your butt plug back in her. There you go, guys. Just tighten it back up with your socket. Remember, that's aluminum. Oh, by the way, that takes a 12-point socket. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier, but it is a 12-point socket. Remember, that's an aluminum housing, so be gentle with it. Then you'll have to put your plate back on. There's 3 bolts, as you can see, 2 there and 1 here. Put your plate back on it, get it all tightened back up, and that's how you put your diff filter back on. Like always, guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe right down here, and we will catch you guys next time. Y'all have a great one.